Hey everyone, I'm Dan Braga and I'm here with Ken Hamill. We're leaders in our R&D organization for the study experience. We're here today to talk about how AI is not only changing the game of study operations, but the study life cycle as a whole. So Ken, as a company, we're in the middle of our paradigm shift from products to experiences. And one of the areas that we truly see that coming to life is within the study experience, and specifically zooming in on CTMS and how that fits into the study experience. It just doesn't seem to me like anybody in the industry is truly happy with the CTMS that they're using. And I think that's really due to quite a few reasons, but none more important than the fact that there's not really an AI strategy that seems to be apparent with the industry on how AI is going to be used within study operations. How is AI going to be used to execute your study, to design the study in the right way, to plan the study in the right way? So talk a little bit about that.
I think you're spot on, and I think there's a couple reasons why we haven't seen the same pace of AI innovation within some of the core operational products as we've seen in some other areas. First, I think we're talking about complex systems. CTMS is a complex system. Requires significant investment on the part of providers in order to deliver the capabilities that CTMS needs to perform its function. And frankly, that investment hasn't always been there. It has to keep current with different technology advancements as well as evolving regulatory guidelines. And I think if we think about CTMS, it's really common to hear the word legacy associated with it, right? So many CTMS are legacy CTMS, and they still basically perform the same transactional reporting that they did when they were first designed over 20 years ago. So that has to change. I think another driver is that CTMS today is a really reactive system. And that has a lot to do with the architecture that the CTMS is built on. CTMS has really suffered from being too reactive because it doesn't have visibility to all the dynamics of the trial ecosystem that surrounds it. It often isn't as well integrated as it should be into a broader platform, being able to bring in data from EDC and expose that in real time. By the time the information reaches the CTMS, it's almost always too late already. For example, the system might see site performance data from EDC after the monitor's already gone on site. Or it might be too late to be able to predict that certain sites in Germany are over-enrolling against their target. Importantly, it also doesn't know the why behind the plan. It doesn't have context to all of the information of why the trial was set up in that way, why those sites were chosen, why that protocol was the right protocol. And for all those reasons, it runs as a very reactive system. Without that context, CTMS can really only report on what's happened already. It can't give the user insight into what's going to happen next and what's the next action that they should take.
So the true value that I'm hearing from you, Ken, is that story around reactive versus proactive. Instead of allowing users to react to what they're seeing and go in to dig for the information that they're looking for, perhaps AI being used to proactively surface insights, proactively telling you what's happened, proactively tell you what you should do next, what you could do next, rather than finding a needle in the haystack.